The Deputy Premier. In the past 12 months, Ontario has lost 30,000 vital manufacturing jobs. You will know that London, and specifically your riding of London North Centre, and all of southwestern Ontario...
I get a sense that, and I'll listen carefully to this, but I'm getting a sense that there seems to be a theme where you're going after somebody in a riding. That's not appropriate. Make sure you ask your question to the person that his portfolio is responsible for the question.
Mr. Speaker, then this is for the Premier. In the past 12 months since you become the Premier, we've lost 30,000 vital manufacturing jobs. You will know that London and all of southwestern Ontario has lost a number of companies, Invacare, Kellogg's, Tender Tootsies, Worthington Cylinders, Westcast Industries, Imperial Oil Lubricants, and Ethel Corporation. Premier, these job losses are occurring across southwestern Ontario, so why is your government persisting with your half-baked idea to raise gas taxes 10 cents a litre to pay for Toronto's transit? Premier, with thousands and thousands of jobs being lost in London, do you think now is the time for a $2.6 billion tax grab?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I know that the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Employment is going to want to speak to the job creation that has gone on in the Southwest. But I just want to once again, Mr. Speaker, say there have not been decisions made about a revenue stream, Mr. Speaker, and what tools would be used or what tools would not be used. And I just want to be very clear about that. We're very sensitive to whatever we do to have a revenue stream in place to build infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, that it be fair, that it be dealt with in a way that is sensitive to how people are struggling in their day-to-day lives, Mr. Speaker, and that by region, that the money that's raised in one region is used to build the infrastructure in that region, Mr. Speaker. So the attempts to cloud the waters, Mr. Speaker, on this issue when what we're talking about is continuing to invest in infrastructure across the province, I think are really irresponsible.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, back. Be seated, please. Be seated, please.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, back to the Premier. Of course, Premier, you are from Toronto, so it's no wonder you are calling for all of Ontario to pay a share in the costs for public transportation in downtown Toronto. And this Order.
Order. Finish, please.
And Premier, despite all their talk, the leader of the NDP refuses to hold your government to account and actually continues to support your each and every move. Premier, here's a nice and easy one for you. In January, London's unemployment climbed higher once again as 3,300 more London residents lost their jobs. With so many London residents currently out of work, do you think it's right to force the City of London drivers to pay for Toronto's transit that most will never use?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, the member opposite knows perfectly well that that is not something we have ever supported. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about investing in transit across the province, Mr. Speaker. So whatever the revenue stream is and however we decide in our plan to put in place that revenue stream, we will do it in a fair way, Mr. Speaker. But I want to be clear that the way I do politics, the way we do politics, Mr. Speaker, is that we believe that government has to work for the whole province. The extension of his question, Mr. Speaker, is that somehow we come here with a narrow view of our responsibility and we only look to our own riding and we only think about the people that we directly represent. Well, that may be the way he does politics, Mr. Speaker. That may be the way their party does politics.
I am going to mention the same thing once again, and that is that we have members that are provoking other members while the question and answers are being put, and that's not helpful to this debate in this House, and I'm going to ask you and remind the government side again, there are members who are using members' names on that side. I don't like it. It's got to stop. It elevates the temperature that it shouldn't be. So let's bring it down. New question. The member from Hamilton Mountain.
Thank you.